Hi friends! Today's story is Really Wild Reptiles. It's called the Komodo Dragons. Komodo Dragons. That's the title of our story. It is by Kathleen Connors, and that is the author of our story. And on that cover, it kind of looks like a lizard looking thing, right? But that is called a Komodo Dragon. And I think they just added this Komodo dragon to the John Ball Zoo last year. So, Komodo dragons. Do you guys know anything about Komodo dragons? Let's find out. Komodo dragons. Ooh, I see a table of contents. And that says if we wanted to look up real dragons, to go to page 4. Look and see page 6. Wanted dead or alive, page 8. A poisonous end, page 10. A deadly bite, page 12. A happy home, page 14. Mates and mothers, page 16. Babies in danger, page 18. So few remain, page 20. A glossary, and for more information, and an index. Woo! So this is called a nonfiction book. I love nonfiction books. They're about real animals, and I am a big animal lover. So if you were in my classroom, I'd be reading a lot of nonfiction books to you. But I just don't have time to do it on here. I wish I did. But I might still do my penguins. I do like Arctic animals and penguins, so I still might do that one for you guys. All right. So, when I saw a deadly bite, do these things do they bite? Ooh, let's find out. Real dragons. Until about 100 years ago, scientists weren't sure Komodo dragons even existed. They can be found only on Komodo Island and other islands in the Lesser Sunda Islands, which are part of Indonesia. That's less than 390 square miles of land. So, Komodo dragons don't live where we do, in the wild. You might see them at the zoo downtown, but we can't go in our backyard and see a Komodo dragon. They live in a different country called Indonesia, far, far away. Komodo dragons are the largest living lizards. They can reach 10 feet long and weigh more than 300 pounds. Oh my goodness, that's very heavy. While these huge lizards don't breathe fire like dragons in the stories, they're still pretty wild. Oh, so this is technically like a dragon, but they don't breathe fire. No. And they are the largest living lizards, aren't they? Yes. It says, look and see. Komodo dragons have a small flat head and 4 short legs. Their heavy-looking body ends with a thick tail. Like other reptiles, Komodo dragons are covered in scales. They're commonly red, gray, or black. Komodo dragons don't have strong hearing or see well at night. However, they have a sharp sense of smell. They use their long, forked tongue to smell, much like a snake does. They do this by tasting the air. They can even tell from which direction a smell is coming from. What? So see that tongue right there? It looks like a fork. Wow. So they don't smell with their nose. They smell with their tongue. Just like a snake. And they're like tasting the air, it says. Interesting. And they have scales on their bodies, right? Wanted dead or alive. What does a Komodo dragon eat? Well, just about anything. Komodo dragons are carnivores. We talked about carnivores and dinosaurs, didn't we? Yeah, remember that T-Rex? He's a big carnivore too. He eats meat. Carnivores eat meat. They hunt small deer, pigs, snakes, and fish. And they're also noted for eating carrion, but they eat more than an animal's meat. Komodo dragons are known to eat their prey's bones, hooves, fur, and guts. Ew, yucky. So they eat everything. Ugh. Komodo dragons are patient hunters. They may hide in the brush for hours before the prey comes by. Even then, Komodo dragons might attack an animal and let it get away. A poisonous end. Komodo dragons won't go hungry if their prey gets away. That's because an animal won't get very far if a dragon has bitten it. Komodo dragons are venomous. Ooh, what other animals are venomous? Yeah, the snake. Not all snakes are venomous, but a lot of snakes are. Their venom mixes with spit as they bite and tear at their prey. After being attacked by a Komodo dragon, prey may live anywhere from hours to a few more days. However long it takes, Komodo dragons use their sense of smell to follow the weakened prey. And then dinner is served. Wow. It says Komodo dragons may seem scary, but they actually spend a lot of time laying in the sun and sleeping. So they're venomous, just like a snake. So if you get bit by one of them, it's not even going to be their teeth that hurts you. It's going to be their venom, right? Venom is like poison. Poison to your body could kill you. The deadly bite. Komodo dragons use their sharp teeth and claws to attack animal prey. You don't want to find yourself near a Komodo dragon either. They're dangerous to people too. The teeth of a Komodo dragon are somewhat like mini shark's teeth. They're serrated or have an uneven zigzag edge like a knife. Komodo dragon's mouth is full of bacteria too. Until scientists discovered the dragon's venom, they thought these bacteria caused prey to die after a Komodo dragon attack. Oh, so they thought it was the bacteria in their mouth that was killing the animals, but they found out that they were venomous. It was the venom, not the bacteria. Komodo dragons lose their teeth in their lives. They might go through 5 sets of teeth. Oh, yikes. That's a lot of teeth. So when they lose their teeth, they just grow more. That doesn't happen to us, does it? Now, if I break a tooth, will mine grow back? No. It's only when you lose your teeth, when you're probably about kindergarten, first grade, then your baby teeth come out. And then you get your big teeth that you'll have for the rest of your life come in. And those are not supposed to come out. A happy home. On the Lesser Sunda Islands, there are volcanoes, and for a short part of the year, terrible rainstorms. The rest of the time, there's little water on the island and it's very hot. But Komodo dragons seem to like their home. Scientists think they've lived there for millions of years. Komodo dragons can be found in many places on the islands, from forests to beaches. To escape the heat, they dig holes in the ground called burrows. They may have more than one burrow in their territory. So it's really hot and deserty and sandy, and they like the sun, but if it gets too hot, then they dig a burrow in the ground, which is kind of like a little hole in the ground, right? So to cool down. Except when they're looking for a mate, Komodo dragons mainly live alone. So they mainly live alone unless they're looking for a girlfriend. Oh, or a boyfriend. That's silly. Mates and mothers. When looking for a mate, male Komodo dragons sometimes stand on their back legs and tail, and they fight each other with their front legs. The loser either lays still or runs away while the winner claims his mate. A female Komodo dragon lays 30 eggs. What? 30 eggs. Sometimes she digs a shallow nest for them. Often a female Komodo dragon lays her eggs in a nest of a local turkey. So they use the nest of a turkey. Well, that's funny. And the Komodo dragon lays her eggs in that nest. And then she may lay on the eggs until they hatch about 9 months later. Oh, wow. That's a long time for a baby to hatch, a baby animal. That's how long you guys are in your mommy and daddy's, no, sorry, in your mommy only bellies. 9 months. Maybe it came earlier than that. There are 4 times as many male Komodo dragons as females in the wild. Oh, wow. So there are a lot of male Komodo dragons. Male means boy, right? Female means girl. So there are a lot of boy. There's more boy Komodo dragons than girls. And the girls lay 30 eggs. That's a lot. That's a lot of eggs. Baby Komodo dragons may be more than a foot long when they hatch, even though that's bigger than adult lizards of other species. These babies aren't safe. In fact, they're hunted by adult Komodo dragons. Oh. Soon after hatching, the baby Komodo dragons climb trees to keep away from the older, hungry Komodo dragons. They stay in the trees eating bugs, small lizards, bird eggs until they're big enough to try living on the ground. Komodo dragon venom doesn't harm other Komodo dragons. Oh, so the babies climb up on the trees. Why? So that the big, hungry Komodo dragons don't eat them. So the big, hungry Komodo dragon might eat the babies. So they have to hide in the trees until they get bigger. They can't fit into the mouths of the hungry Komodo dragons. But if they get bitten by another Komodo dragon, it's okay because the venom won't hurt them. Interesting. So few remain. There are so few Komodo dragons left that these large lizards are endangered species. Today, only about 3,000 to 5,000 Komodo dragons live on the Lesser Sundu Islands. Since 1980, most of the islands have been part of the Komodo National Park. Komodo dragons are supposed to be safe within the park, though sometimes people still hunt them illegally. Ooh, means that they hunt them and they're not supposed to. But people aren't the only danger because their population is so small, Komodo dragons could die out from the illness, a loss of prey, or one of the island's volcanoes. So endangered species, that means there's not many of those animals living on this planet anymore. And they're going to be scarce, which means there's not going to be very many. They're going to die off and then we won't have many. So there is a park that tries to save these Komodo dragons. But it says that they could die out from not being able to find food, from getting sick, or from an island's volcano. This is called the king of the lizards. So they have a venomous bite, serrated teeth, excellent sense of smell, and very sharp claws. They do have very sharp claws. That's kind of hard to see on this picture, but they do have sharp claws. And that's all helps them to catch their prey, which is like their animals, right? They eat. And then I see a glossary and for more information. So if you're interested in learning more about Komodo dragons, you can look up these websites or you can find books. And I'm not going to read you, but these are all the new vocab words that were in this book. Bacteria. Carrion is a dead running animal. Endangered is in danger of dying out. Mate. Patient, prey, reptile, species, venomous, volcano. If you want to know what any of those words mean, you can look it up in the glossary. And here's an index. And if you want to find out where are the baby Komodo dragons, look on this page. What are the eggs? Look on this page. Where is the Komodo Island? Go to this page. Okay.